Hi, I'm Rob. I'll make you better. That's what I do. Well, if you want to, get a better golf swing game, you want to follow my instruction. It works. Right? That's the only instruction in the world that actually works. Thumb of the shaft, using Hans version of the grip, blade clubs. You can feel when the ball hit the sweet spot. Thick grips, easy to hold the club, stuff like that, right? Once you've done that, and you do the drills. The reason why I don't do a lot of drills is because everybody, if you go and watch anyone teaching golf, you're going to have a lot of videos of teaching the swing, iron swing, driver swing, whatever, right? And you're going to have to make a new video every 3 or 4 or 5 days, right? And the reason why they make those videos is because their explanation doesn't work, the drill doesn't work. As I showed with Mike Malaska, for example, he teach opposite what actually happens for him in the swing. And that's PGA, licensed teachers and instructors. So, but this is not about, today's video is not about that. It's about how do you practice. Well, here's the thing. You go outside on the range or whatever, right? And then you have some idea what you want to improve for the day. Maybe it's working through the dirt, the drills, right? Chipping. Or a half pitch. And the reason why we do a half pitch is because we want to restrict the motions and learn to adapt to the situation. Because you have to use a camera or a friend that can video shoot you so you know that you're doing a tilt and lift, a half a switch, and half a pitch. Otherwise, you introduce all those problems you have in the swing already. And I don't need to see your swing to know that you're swinging wrong. That's what it is. That's what it teaches. As soon as you put the thumb on the shaft, you create bad habits. You can't avoid it. So you relearn stuff with my instruction. You get better at golf over time, and it's predictable, right? You're gonna get better. It works. So when you go out and practice that, so if you wanna, master the drills first and foremost, right? And you go, well, I'm gonna practice the, a little bit of chipping. A little bit thin. I'm not happy with that. Right? So you hit a few shots and you go, oh, that was not really good. I really like that one. When you hit the shot you want, you stop. Right? You change the context. That means you go grab a cup of coffee, tea, or go talk to a friend. Maybe watch, it's nice weather today. It's all a Saturday morning. It's not a lot of people around. That's nice. And you do that for a while. The reason why we do that is because when you hit the shot you want, you get a sense of recognition in your brain. You go, wow, that's really what I wanted. I like that. It produces a lot of chemicals. Back in 2009, something like that, that's 14 years ago, David Cole wrote a book called The Talent Code. Basically, he was talking about how to build talent. And this is how you do it in golf. You hit the shot that you want, then you stop, because your brain, that shot just goes into your forefront of your brain. And since your brain has to, build neural pathways and enforce them and reinforce them, that takes time. That means that learning actually happens after you practice. What can I say? That's how it works. Now, the mistake most people do now is to keep hitting those shots. So if you're at practice, for example, or you're warming up before a golf round, you can go and putt now for a while. And then you can do the same thing with putting. This approach and this strategy will make you better over time. It increases your skill level, and it keeps you focused on what you should practice on and such. And what people have been doing and keep doing is just, hit more balls, but that doesn't teach your brain what information is in. There's the interesting notion here. Because the interesting notion here is that if all you needed was practice, hitting a lot of golf balls, 500 balls every day, 10,000 balls every day, if that was all it took to get good, to get on the PGA tour, LPGA tour, or on any tour. And that's all it took to hit 350 yards, It's all it took to, make putts every day, easy peasy. Everybody would do that. Then okay, all I need to do is invest a lot of hitting balls, gonna get good. But practice doesn't work that way. Practice works by identifying when you do things properly. And if you do this, what I suggest you do today is to stop. Take a break, change the context, very important distinction. You're telling your brain, wow, that shot really what I wanted. Create a chemical, kick. Some people call it endorphins, whatever, right? This is a learning cocktail. And if you keep doing that, you don't need to understand how you did that. Most people don't understand how learning actually works because they know, like this, right? No one explains you, learn to do this way. Because one, they don't understand the Gaussian dynamics whatsoever. Two, they don't know how people learn. And three, then it becomes, a guessing game. But I still have a lot of members who tell me, can I use the thumb on the shaft to do the drills, Rob? No, you cannot. They won't work. I won't tell you why. But if you keep insisting on having the thumb on the shaft, you should go somewhere else. And you're going to keep struggling for the rest of your life with golf anyway if you do that. That's all I'm saying. This will increase your skill over time. And it's predictable. And this is the way, how to build talent. It's not about, quantity, hitting 10,000 golf balls or 10,000 hours. Because that scientific, he's actually a Swedish professor with, 10,000 hours to become, well, that's pure bullshit if you didn't know that. You don't need 10,000 hours, you need a better strategy. And here today you got that. Anyway, my head is starting to hurt, so I'm going to quit here now. Good luck.